Drug trafficking is a major problem in places like North America. As a result, many human rights are violated. Due to the drug use of its citizens compared to other major countries, and the government being stricter, governments of countries have been intervening with drug trades that are going around in their countries and have been investing into pursuing and killing of drug cartels and imprisonment of people that do drugs. Furthermore, a long history of corruption in Central America has established the cartels and have enabled them to maintain their power. Because of these variables that made North America vulnerable to drug use, it has impacted its citizens. Particularly, this is shown in disproportionate arrests of law enforcement. Even though usage is generally the same across all races, minorities are disproportionately more likely to be arrested and imprisoned for possession. Instead of rehabilitating the users of the drugs, they are often not given the opportunities to restart their lives. As a result, families of the convicted often stay in poverty and eventually return to using or distributing. As many as 1,000 children have been killed in the Mexican War on drugs. Due to drugs being taken through syringes, HIV infection rises. This is important to understand as living with HIV is harsh, but accompanying that with a drug addiction makes it worse. Over-incarceration and arbitrary detention remains a significant problem. More often than not, military and police abuses have been made in the Mexican War on drugs as due to processes not often administered during arrests. But there is hope that governments will implement changes to make conditions better. Instead of incarceration, governments should make an effort to rehabilitate their citizens. This gives the offenders a new chance to restart their life without the need for drugs and give them a way to earn their income honestly. The government should also crack down on corruption as cartels often hide behind their connections in the government. This would disrupt the connections of the cartels inside the government and eventually disrupt their system of distribution. In order to stop the problems that involve the police, the local police should be proactive in strengthening the community and getting to know the people they are policing. This makes it less likely for the police to arrest unfairly. But that is not enough, making it even more important for us to participate as citizens in order to change the community. In order to stop these human rights abuses, it is important to stop the usage in the first place. Education should be the priority of the government in order to keep the children and teens from doing drugs. By presenting the following information in a balanced manner, it will give students an insight to stop them from starting to use drugs in the first place. We also need to remind ourselves that users of drugs are not simply bad people, but simply as people who made a mistake and need a second chance. By doing so, they will less likely turn to drugs and more likely contribute to society. Finally, support organizations like countthecost.org in order to unite the effort to stop abuses.
In order to support the cause, we made stop bracelets in order to remind us of those stuck in the cycle.